Hi everybody, it's Miss Diana from the Windham Public Library. Today's fun activity is called Rollin' with the Tubes. What kind of tubes, you ask? Well, toilet paper tubes, of course. Hopefully you've been saving them. And if not, start saving them now, because I have 4 activities we're going to do. They're all crafts. But when you're done with the crafts, if you're not crafty, you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this. But when you're done with them, there's a fun activity to do with each of them. So I'm going to start off with the easiest one. So we're going to make, I like to have surprises, but I'm not going to say the surprise. You're going to make your own really cool binoculars. So what you're going to need, of course, to start off with, you have 2 eyes, you're going to need 2 tubes. Try to find them. Sometimes you get different brands and different kinds from different stores. Try to get them that they match, that are kind of the same size. But if not, you could always cut them if you wanted to. Start with 2. This one's pretty easy. I'm going to turn this down so you can see. And these are the other supplies you're going to need. Toilet paper tubes, hole punch, yarn, string, duct tape, and scissors. Any kind of tape, actually. I'll show you. It doesn't matter if you have masking tape, duct tape, which is kind of cool because you don't want critters in the wild to see your binoculars. They might want to steal them. And there's somebody invented this new washi tape, which is really, it's like duct tape, but it's fun and colorful. Of course, this one has sparkles on it. Like Miss Sam likes that. And so, this is the easy one. So we start off with, pick your favorite tape. I'm just going to do the quick version of it. I'm not going to do everything, because again, I don't think you want to watch me all day long making things. Turn this down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start with this duct tape. Pull it out. You might need a little parental help because it's kind of hard. You're going to line up these 2 tubes and put it over. Just connect them. You don't even have to glue them. You're just going to let the tape do all the work for you. Connect them up. Line it up. Put them together. And then when you have a bit of an overlap there, you cut it, tape it. Alright, and then you're going to do it again one more time. But before we do that, now we're going to grab our hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch at home, there's probably something else that you can use to punch a hole in. You're going to do one on either side. And again, this might be kind of hard going through the cardboard, so you might want to have a grown-up help you squeeze this line handles together. One on one side, one on the other. Squeeze really hard. Good thing there's only 2. Bet you wish you were a Cyclops. Alright. And now, grab some yarn or string or ribbon. Any of the above is fine. And it's going to be, you want it to be about 32 inches long, depending on how far down you want it to hang. So I love measuring things for some reason. So you're going to get out, start at 1, and then you're going to drag it all the way to about 32. We'll say you can always make it shorter. Cut it right there. Say bye-bye to the yarn for now. You're going to thread it through the hole you just poked. And if you're not good with tying knots yet, this might be a great chance to start doing that. To learn how to do that. Tie it once, tie it twice, and by golly, you sure don't want to lose these, so maybe I would do it 3 times for good measure. 2 and 3. And then, of course, now comes the time you put it around your neck and just see how far down you want it to hang. You know, you want it way up here, but make sure it's long enough so you can get it back over your head. So then you measure that. Remember, you might want to start longer. You can always make it a little shorter. And then go ahead and tie the other end. And ta-da! And I'm just going to show you the finished product again. So you can do it any way you want. You can decorate it any way you want. is glorious. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one because we have a lot of crafts to do, as you know. Now with these binoculars, you can go outside, which I always encourage, to watch any kind of nature. And now, if you do make these, don't be hasty in throwing them away. Save them for, there's going to be a video coming up in a few weeks that you're going to want them for. Alright, moving right along, this next one, I don't want to show you what it is until we're done because you're going to be like, this is so much fun. This is awesome. So this one, you only need one toilet paper tube. I'm going with a white one. We have a whole bunch here at the library that people have been saving for us for a long, long time, and lo and behold, we're going to get to use them. I would suggest using some crayons if you have them at home, and then decorating it any which way you want. If you want to do stripes, you can color with stripes, just anything you want. Stripe, you can do your tape on it again if you want. I do an orange stripe and a red stripe. Oh no, that's kind of like the reddish purple. Just make it fun and pretty. And make sure you're enjoying yourself. There's no rush. You just enjoy it. I'm going to go with a bit of a teal, which is like a combination bluish green. Just make it fun. And you know what we're going to need to do now? We're going to need the old handy dandy hole punch again. Alright, now this time we only need to punch once, and it doesn't matter which end you do, they're both exactly the same. I want you to punch a hole, go down about maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, just so there's a good edge. Put it in there. Again, it might be hard to do, so you might have a parent do that. Squeeze it, one hole. This is really cool. And then again, if you have yarn, string, or even if you happen to have some really narrow ribbon, this one you want to be about 18 inches long. 18 inches here. And if you do use ribbon, I would suggest you cut it at an angle versus straight on, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Cut it at an angle, and then you try to find, if you have in your house, a button. It doesn't matter if it has 2 holes or 4 holes, but try to go for a big button, but not so big that it won't fit through there. You're going to see soon enough what we're going to do with this. Alright, we're really into tying today. We're going to tie one end of the string on the end of the toilet paper tube. Ta-da. Those fine motor skills are going to get kicking in high gear here. Do it twice. As you know, I like to do it 3 times. Just because I don't want to lose anything. Alright, and on the other end, see, the reason you have the pointy is you're going to stick it through the hole. Might be a little tricky. Oop, there it is. Stick it through one other hole and grab it from the other side. If you need to recut the end to get a nice point, no, I was able to do it. Alright, again, practice those tying skills. We're going to tie the button to the end of the yarn or the ribbon. 1, 2, and 3. Ta-da! And your beautifully new decorated thing. Now watch this. I'm going to turn it up so you can see. This is so much fun. Alright, you're going to flip it, and try to catch it in the tube. Whoa, tries to. Oh, almost got it. Nope. Well, you get, oh, it went through. Look at that. Holy cow. Alright, I'm going to quit. I'm on a good streak here. Alright. Make it think like I'm really good. But this is the one that I completed earlier. It says polka dotties on it, and I used yarn. Same big old button. This one might be a little longer. You know, you make it up. Yeah, it is a little bit longer. You make it up as you go. You can do, say, you know, you might be able to maybe figure out a way to make it bigger or better. Alright, I forgot to show you the paper that showed you the list of supplies you needed for that last activity. Alright, we're done with the hole punch. Give your hands a little break. But next one, moving on, we have 2 to go. this next one, you're going to make your own marble chute. Alright, so we need, this time, 3 toilet paper tubes. Now you can really do however many you want, but I'm just going to start kind of simple. Scissors, fun colored paper. Now I have construction paper here, but if you don't have that at home, I was thinking, you know, you could use old maps, you could use wrapping paper. If anybody in your house has scrapbooking paper, any kind of fun paper is fine. And if not, you can stick to your old crayons or markers and decorate them as any way you wish. Of course, a pencil. I love my rulers. Paper towel. We're going to need some glue this time. Glue. Marker. I like to always have a paper towel on hand if I'm doing glue, just because my hands get sticky and I want to dry them off, and so we'll see. And then at the end you're going to need a marble or 2, or any small kind of balls, maybe like smaller than a ping pong ball, like maybe little pom-poms or something. So, alright, off we go. I'm just going to do one, to just do the simple version. So, we're first going to get a piece of construction paper. This one's coincidentally almost the right size that I need, but I don't think it's quite. We're going to turn this down. Look, I put a piece of tape there so I know where to do it now. I'm getting smarter. Alright, so line up the edge of the toilet paper tube to the piece of paper and then mark it with a pencil. I do everything 3 times for some reason. 1, 2, 3. And then to take your ruler and connect the dots. Line it up. 1, 2, 3. There's your nice line there. And cut along that line. Now you can try, I don't know if you have a glue stick at home. I'm going to put a little paper towel down there. Glue stick at home, Elmer's glue, tacky glue, maybe even double-sided tape. So this is what we're going to do. Stick a couple fingers in there, you take your glue, and go around and around and around. See, my fingers are inside, they're not getting any glue on them. Kind of tricky, huh? And I go around the edge. Now comes the messy part. Alright, glue, glue, glue. I like to rub it in with my finger. You don't have to do this, but if you don't, the papers kind of look a little bumpy, which you might like that look, and that's okay. So, there we go. So now my finger's all gluey. I'm just going to wipe it on the paper towel and line up your construction paper or whatever paper you're using. Wrapping it around. Alright, and then you have to find something to do for about 30 seconds while you're holding this here. Still have sticky on my hands. Okay. Alright. So now, this part might be a little hard because you're going to be going through the cardboard. But you're going to need to cut. I'm not going to bother to fold that down because you'll see why. You're going to cut along a straight line to the other end. Alright, we don't need that. I'll throw that out. And then you're going to cut maybe about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Just a little gap. Just cut off that and discard it when you're done. Alright, and so I'm doing the fast version, but at this point you might want it to just dry and then go do something else while it's drying. But ultimately, when it's done drying, you're going to want to open it up a little bit, kind of make it look about that wide. When the glue is dry, it's easier to stick. So then I'll show you what the next step, what I've done. I've already made one here. We have the finished product, and I have 3. You see how they're kind of curved. And then you might want to put, you don't know what I'm doing with it yet, so let me show you. Where'd my marble go? I found a beautiful marble. There we go. And so this I'm not going to lie on the floor right now, but this is something that you would probably want to do on your floor. Is you lie down and you're going to take the marble from way across the other end of the room, or more than one marble, and you're going to shoot it, try to get in there. Now, for this one, you're trying to aiming for the middle one, so you can put your own kind of point system on there. So I'm thinking we'll make this one 10 points and make each of these 5. So as you start collecting your toilet paper tubes, you can make these elaborate as you want, and some for fun for the whole family, and you have contests and keep track of your score. See if I can get a 10. Oh, got a 5. That's all right. Do it again. Oh, I got a 10. Again, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. So hopefully you get the idea. Marble shoots. They're great. Great fun. All right. The last thing we're going to make is a mini museum. All right, you're like, whoa, man, that's really cool. We don't have any museums in Windham. Well, you make your own. This is so cool. All right, here's your supplies. Guess what? The first thing on top on the list, toilet paper tubes. A small box, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Don't go biggie. Again, more fun, colorful paper, contact paper, wrapping paper. Newspaper, probably not so much. It might not work too well. Pencil, ruler, scissors, glue, paper towel, and then your small nature items. That's kind of where the fun begins, I think. Well, the whole thing's fun. All right. So here we go. I'm actually going to show you the finished product first. This is your little museum, and you're going to use it, and I'll just show you. I ended up, this is why I want to show you what kind of box to get. It really doesn't matter what size box it is. If it's a triangular box, that'd be awesome. It depends. If you don't have a small box, you have only big ones, then you're just going to have to be patient. And every time somebody is done with the toilet paper, now don't rush it along. You just have to be patient with that. You don't want to waste the toilet paper. All right. So with these, what I did was we have actually someone had donated us a bunch of scrapbooking paper, which is so much fun. So many different colors. So as you can see, I just went a little hog wild with all the different patterns and colors, and I glued them on just the same way I glued on the construction paper with the other. And then I just found a fun way to make these all fit in here. You don't have to use the hole punch this time. If they all fit. Yeah, they fit. I'm going to do a different way this time. Anyway, with your mini museum, you can put in it whatever you want. And I'll show you some of the things that I've chosen. And the cool things about it is it's your museum. You can put whatever you want in it. But I happen to like things outside. So I found an acorn. I put that in there so people can come to your museum. Geez, maybe you could charge them admission. I love little pine cones. These are little hemlock pine cones. Doo-doo-doo. Who doesn't like heart-shaped rocks? I thought that was cool. Now, I have a hard time for it standing up, so you might want to put a little something behind it so it'll stand up. This is a hydrangea blossom, left over from last fall. It dried very nicely. I thought that would give it a nice little touch there. I don't know if anybody's ever familiar with the springtime. There's little bushes that are called pussy willows. I thought that, I like that. They're so soft. There's that. And the last one, I don't know if you're going to know what this is. It's pretty cool. It's honeycomb from bees. Bees have made that to make their honey. So there's our little nature museum. And again, the neat thing about that is you could put whatever in it you want. It doesn't have to be nature items. And if you don't have any and you do want, go outside and go find some. Go exploring. Use your binoculars. So that's it for today. I hope you had fun. And I hope you make some cool things. And by golly, share them with me sometime. I'd really like to see what you've made. All right. Have a great day.